everywhere. People cannot eat. People go to church, they can't listen to sermon. They are thinking, how do I feed my family? These are the issue. People must rise. People must rise so that Nigeria can rise up again. People must ask questions. People must on social media write, but come out to demonstrate. It is constitutional right. Any police court dealing with protesters has violated the Constitution of Nigeria, an African Charter of Human Rights. It's a violation and can be sued. The police institution can be taken to court for violating your right. It is your right, it's your right, and it is constitutionally enshrined. So don't let anybody intimidate you. Well, the struggle started yesterday, it will continue. Take it from me, I'm speaking for the labor and civil society coalition. Until government revert back to status quo ante, or deal with what we call compressed natural gas. And again, the judiciary does what is right. Because Nigerians are looking at the judiciary to see that if they believe be above God. And Nigerians are praying. They are praying for them. They are watching. They are vigilant. We don't want this country to go into chaos for a military intervention. We don't want this country. Tell them that we don't want Nigeria to go into chaos, sudden chaos over the matter at the tribunal or at the court. Therefore, the judiciary must save the country. Yeah. They must do what is right now and make sure that the people are happy with them. All eyes are on the judiciary, and all eyes are also on the government on these policies that are being shown out as if it is vengeful against the people. I don't know whether it's a vengeance. I wonder. Suddenly you throw up more than 200% increase in fuel price. And you say you feel the plane, and you are not buying a pint of petrol, a liter, you don't pay. Everything you do is paid for by state resources. And then you say you feed my, you can never feed my people. So protest is ongoing, and it will be ongoing until the right thing is done. You have your community to gather 10 people, carry your placards, call media there, they will take it. Call 20 people in your corner, they will take it. In your state, you are free. That is the directive you are giving to the labor and civil society front. Sporadically, as they did fit, they rise. It doesn't have to be uniform like yesterday. They rise to express that man, their request of government. That is when citizens are demonstrating the power, that the power of governance and government belongs to them. Nobody is in government by itself. It relies on the vote of the people to be in government. Therefore, you must do what the people want. If you are not doing what the people want, it logically means that you have not been elected by the people. That is the sound logic. The sound, if you are not doing, if you are in government and not doing the wish and aspiration and yearnings of the people, it then means clearly you have not voted for. Then you are by yourself, winding yourself into power, and then you want to say, well, they do not matter. In any case, I bought my way to it. I bought my way. And that is what we are saying about pretender politics. It must change. Big man rule. We have the concept of big man. Anybody in Nigeria who becomes a councillor becomes an automatic rich person. Yes. Just councillor. Yes. Begin to build us buy houses in Abuja. Can you imagine? Just councillor. Somebody who was a organizer will make you councillor and turn to a big man, rich, millionaire. What kind of government or governance structure is that? We must change that. That is why some of our leaders, Chief Enawo of blessed memory, Professor Nwabweze, Professor Wole, have said the parliamentary system through the Presidential Constitution is the best for Nigeria. Parliamentary system of government. You come to represent your people, you go back. You don't come and sit in National Assembly and then be taking allowance 70 billion jeep for jeep and wardrobe allowance, and then the people cannot even feed. Don't sit there, do not know where to eat again. That is a threat to the government. You must do something. You must do something. You must do something. Because this thing in West Africa is beginning to slide into military intervention, and we don't want it. If the people are pushed to the wall, we don't know what will happen. And we don't want to slide back. We fought for this democracy. We fought for it. We use our blood and life to fight for it. People joining us as campaign for democracy as members. We fought. We fought against the military. They fought at us. We carried those who were shot because of democracy, to restore democracy. I was commander leading most of the field in Southwest of that struggle against Abacha. First against Babangida, against Abacha. We fought with everything. We recruited so many people to it who are still standing. So we cannot watch and see slide into anarchy or military rule again. And it's getting there. It's getting there. It is getting there. And I am warning, because all the signs are there. Government no longer listen to the people. They listen to themselves. The moment they get there, they want to grab. They don't even believe in the country. Grab, and settle their family and the rest. You have all kinds of titles. They appoint all kinds of people. First lady, first daughter, first anything. All to gather resources and take the resources of the people. Therefore, it is time for the people to rise.
Yeah. We are here.
You must rise. Yeah. You must defend the law. You must be vigilant. You must be ready to say no. You must be ready to speak to the judiciary, to listen to you. The judiciary must see that you are watching. And then, government finally, because if you don't make government realize it will not, the evil spirit in Nassau Villa is in us. He was women that he knew about that evil spirit. He was there and he said in the night, there are demons that works with their head inside that pillar. All kind of blood. May God forgive us. Therefore, I want to charge you that we have started yesterday. No going back. No going back. No retreat. No surrender. No going back. And that is our only. We have decided to save Nigeria. We have decided to save Nigeria. We have decided to save Nigeria. No turning back. No turning back. We have decided. We have decided to save Nigeria. We have decided. Lift your hand to save Nigeria. We have decided to save Nigeria. No turning back. No more back. We have decided. We have decided to save Nigeria. We have decided to save Nigeria. We have decided to save Nigeria. No turning back. No turning back. Greatest Nigerian people. Greatest of the greatest Nigerian people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for a round of applause. I'm so happy. Are you happy to be here today? Are you happy? You can have to say something. Yes, that is who you are. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, we want to do something quickly before we project the mission and the vision. It's going to be media will project it. They'll read it. But this time, we just question.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Teddy Singo. For us, I think Veteran Che has spoken well. I mean, he has also given a wrap up to the press communique, which giving a preview of all that, the minds of Nigerians. Sometimes we actually begin to ask ourselves, they say ordinary Nigerians, and some of us are beginning to ask, who are actually the ordinary Nigerians, and we can't find them. So I think this Nigeria belongs to all of us, and it's high time that we begin to, at our own individual level, begin to also think about the kind of country that we need for ourselves. And come to think of it, are we actually practicing a civilian rule or democratic rule? Which really do we have? And which actually do we actually ask for? And what are we getting? So I think for us, now is the time. We are all Nigerians, and this is our country. We have no other place to go to. There's no country you can go to in the world. I know some of us in the crowd will be able to travel, even to African countries. You can't feel at home. There's this sense of belonging that you can't get. If you like, go to France or Dubai. You cannot. Home is home. So thereby, Yorubas used to say something. They say, we must all come together to actually, when after you fly, the butterfly must come home. So we must begin to think at an individual level, how do we begin to achieve that Nigeria of our dream? It's been a dream all the while, and it's been an aspiration, but for us, that it must come to reality, and this is the right step to begin to take. And we've said so many things about judiciary. I think Nigerians, if we don't want Nigeria to go in flame, Nigeria judiciary must also realize that they need to be part of history. They need to be part of the Hall of Fame or Hall of Shame. So I think for us, we endorse what is happening here, and it must go on at an individual level. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That's a wonderful one here. We have Dr. Augustine Okon. He came in from all the way from Apaigo. And I know he has a message for the people of Apaigo. Let's just give him. Clap for him! Clap for him! Yes, Captain Augustine Okon. Please, let's clap for him.
Good afternoon, good Nigerians. I'm happy to be here, all the way from Akwa Ibom, and I bring you good tidings. Walking into this hall, I came to the realization. I've always known it, but now it came alive, that we are the Nigerians. We are the real Nigerians, the suffering masses. And recent actions of government is uniting us. We have three arms of government. The National Assembly, we ask them to make laws to protect us as a nation. We have the presidency. We ask them to govern us. Now we have the judiciary to protect us, that law and order will reign. Now, what has occurred to me is that we, the people of Nigeria, are the real jury. And there is time for us. Time is coming, and it's coming very, very fast. We are going to make a decision. We have seen how the National Assembly is making laws for us. We have seen how they are feeding fat and we are feeding fame. We have seen certain laws come from the government in recent times. We have hit the ground trekking. When you look at when work closes at 5 o'clock in the Lagos on the bridge, you see the mass number of people who are trekking home. That
is uniting the poor people. The judiciary. We have listened to some judgments that have come from our judiciary. We have also listened to how certain arms of government is threatening the judiciary, trying to frighten them. We are the jury, because clothes to cover themselves, they cannot feed, they cannot get good shelter. And these actions is uniting us in poverty. I want to praise the NLC and the TUC for the movement yesterday. They are leading us somewhere, and I like their restraint. They are going to listen to what government has to say, and I am happy that you have come out here to articulate your points, to remind them that we, the people, make the final decision. If they have failed us and continue to fail us, all the different arms of government, we are praying for the judiciary that they are now, all eyes are now on them. They have one opportunity to redeem themselves first and redeem this country. And I pray that they will do the right thing. May God bless the judiciary. May God bless all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the wonderful. Let the judiciary take. That's the message. Thank you. So, I want to thank you all for taking our time to be here today. I hope we have a wonderful time. It's our question and answer time, the Q&A. So this time we are going to have questions. If you have anything to ask, we still have them very much present in the house here. So I'll start from the high table. Ma'am. Okay, audience, do we have anybody? Okay, so you have a question? I think I need to leave this way. Thank you. Sir, you tell us your name, and then we'll take it up from there. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chidebere Jude. It's my great pleasure for the organizers of this association titled The Protection of Democracy. I feel so honored and so happy to be here this afternoon. And I'm very proud to have the caliber of people, the rightful thinkers of this nation right before me, the men and the women. I thought that when we are here to support the elected ministers or those who are going to be ambassadors, or those who are going to, share our national cake. I don't know that we are here to guide, protect the life of the common man. May God bless you and respect your efforts. Whenever these ideas are coming, please let God fortify it in the name of God. I want to ask questions. Please, the high table, can you reach and or organize how to, modernize our constitution predominantly affecting the country, predominantly affecting the common men on the streets. When I was coming, preparing myself coming, I called one of my sisters. He said, "Where are we going?" I said, "We are going to Labour Party." He said, "Really? Those who use hand to break National Assembly's gate." I said, "That's number one. They have made an entrance. Number two is follow us, to follow up, as the honourable and the comrade said over there. We should not fear. Nobody should instill fear in us. This is our country. I've been in Argentina for 4 years. For that 4 years, no breaking of lights. In Buenos Aires, it's a taboo to see generator. A taboo to see a generator. And I saw big men living in Buenos Aires. It's a collective mind to chase those who are blinking, who are giving us darkness in this nation. So I want the rightful speakers of this association to penetrate, either to conjure those who are sharing our national cake, or to measure them up so that they will play down and know that this is our country, Nigeria. I want to ask question again, please. 600. Can we penetrate and fortify those who are in INEC? In INEC, I want to pronounce, predominantly say it loud and clear. INEC, cause independence, whatever. Are they independent? No. If they are not independent, I stand before everyone here for that constitution to be amended. That the president should not solely appoint anybody who is going to be chairman of INEC. Let it be constitutionally stated. Because if president appoints who is going to be national chairman of INEC, invariably it is going to be bad. You rob me, I rob you. You know that I am the one that appointed you to the INEC, so whatever I do, you do it. Professor Mahmoud, let me mention men. It is not his faith. It is not his mind. He followed instruction. He's a learned man. He followed instruction. Without that, he wouldn't have done what everybody is clamoring. Well, of course, we have gotten our president sworn in. Yes, we are praying for him to rule us well. Let him look back for the common man. He has everything. I don't think that he will take this country, Nigeria, very respected country, Nigeria, to a ditch or to a well. May I pause a little bit, a minute, for those of the Nigerians who said it's better for them to die in the desert than to live in Nigeria. Is it a very good statement? No. But my own, there's no place like home. We have to mend this country very, very well. Thank you very much.
Let them address.
Well, thank you very much. You have spoken quite well about constitutional restructuring of the country. As a matter of fact, it must be democratically done. We have been at it in the last 30 years, like I told you. But the small clique of people who enjoy this lopsidedness and use it to corrupt others have resisted, because the Nigerian people have not done enough. There was a stage in which we called for a sovereign national conference, SNC. That stage was to help us throw up a people's constitution, because there is no way you have a sovereign national and won't debate how we want to live together, what should go to this place, but it was resisted. It was resisted by the military. Again, there was another attempt by Pronaco, led by Nau, and we brought out a people's constitution from from a conference of various nationalities. About 200 ethnic nationalities attended that conference under the leadership of Chief Tony Enauru and Professor Wole Soyinka. That was beginning from 2005 to 2006. And the constitution was presented to the Nigerian people in August 2007. But we are still in court over that. It has not seen the day of light. Therefore, it is the duty of everybody of us to know the issues and to come together as an organization. It cannot be we alone. It is also about you and us joining forces within this movement to bring about another process. We engage the National Assembly and then bring about a process that will bring up the People's Constitution. We can no longer use this Decree 24 of 1999 as Nigerian Constitution. We will do our best. You can be rest assured. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. There's another person here. Okay, ma'am, you want to say something?
Okay, yes, I just want to say a few things because actually. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah. Yes, I just want to say a few things because also I want to take my lead. First of all, we are gathered here. Anybody sitting here is somebody that has a concern for the situation of Nigeria. Am I correct? And as we are seated here, we are first of all, we are of different gender. There are women, there are men, right? There are people from the different parts of the country, even from the way I'm seeing, you're all seated. And there are also people cutting across different religions, right? What is the common binding factor that puts us together, that makes us feel so concerned about being here? If I don't even need to ask you, it is that we have a common pain. The common pain is that we all want to live well. We all don't want poverty, right? Yeah. Today, if one is being sold at even 600 naira, if you go to any filling station, whether you go to a filling station in Maiduguri or you go to one in Enugu or in Ibadan, you are not going to show the card of I am a woman, give me a different price. Is it going to be like that? If you go to the market and want to buy tomatoes, you are not going to say that, oh, I hold Labour Party card, give me a different price, right? You are not going to say that, okay, when your children want to go to school, the schools are not going to price it according to where you come from, what language you speak, okay? So the common denomination is poverty. And the way poverty puts us together, it is also in the same way that wealth and resources put certain group of people together. Forget it, whether it is a Tinubu that is there, or whether, I don't want to mention names, wherever it is they come from, look at their antecedents, look at the class of resources that they have. Their children are not sitting here. Hello? They are not going to queue at the filling station. I'm surprised my brother Che is also feeling the pinch of the fuel price. Okay? There are certain group of people that will not feel it. So in essence, what I'm saying is that if we must save this country, if we are determined to take this country back, and people should stop thinking that, oh, I'm living like this Nigeria for them. Nigeria does not belong to them. Nigeria belongs to us. Yeah. 97% of Nigerians are sharing less than 10% of Nigeria's wealth. Is that justice? No. Less than 5% that are ruling us, either through business or in political power, are the ones that have cornered over 90% of Nigeria's wealth. Who owns the country? It is you and I. This 97% that owns the country are not there. And these them, they are united by religion, they are united by tribe, they are united by region. Their children go to the same school. They intermarry, they do businesses together. When they sit down and do businesses together and share the profit, when they talk about subsidy, some people are diverting subsidy. If there was ethnic issue, they would have come to expose themselves. But when they were sharing the subsidy, you will see that it cuts across the nation. It cuts across religion. But those who also suffer, they are also blinded by poverty. So in essence, I said earlier, we need to organize. And when we organize as Nigerians that have a common denomination, which is that poverty and social injustice binds us together. And yes, and so we should stop lamenting. We should stop agonizing. We should stop, oh, we and them. Yes, it is we and them. But we as those, as one class of people that are bound by the same deprivation, and they by another class that is also bound by the same reason of oppressing us. If they let them choose 100 ministers, let all the 100 ministers come from one place. It does not matter. They all belong to the same class. It is not going to change the poverty situation in your village. Hello? So I think until we as Nigerians, the class of the poor, the class of the working class, realize that we have one common enemy, then we will know that we fight. We need to put ourselves together. We need to fight. We need to see ourselves. We are the real Nigerians. That other group of people, they are usurpers because they don't care. They have no stake in Nigeria. If hell breaks loose in Nigeria today, their helicopters are waiting for them. You and I have nowhere to go to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak, and I'm very, very happy to be in this wonderful program. Actually, the program, I heard about it on Twitter Space. Professor Chris Mustafa Wokopia was the one that said it on the Twitter Space, and I became interested. I told him I'm going to come, and I'm here today. Yeah, we are here to save our democracy. Democracy is better. Democracy is the best because it gives you the opportunity to express yourself. It gives you the opportunity to say no and to say yes when things are not going well, things are going well. Democracy can never be underestimated. It is always the best. But here in Nigeria and Africa as a whole, they are pushing us to the wall. Our so-called leaders are not doing it well. Let me make my point with what our uncle over there said about Mahmoud Yakubu. I'm a teacher. I teach English language in GSS Enugu before I finally came to Abuja here. In one of the occasions, I wanted to go and Base Junior Secondary School. So when I got there, in my principal's office, I told him that I want to go and mark Bese, that he should give me approval letter, because you get approval letter back to the education board before they will now assign you to be an examiner. So he looked at me and he laughed. My mic is not working. That was what I observed. So I told him that I want to do that. So he started laughing. Angole. My name is Angole anyway. I'm Igbo. So he said, Angole, you cannot do what they do. I know who you are. You are a no-nonsense person. I said, Principal, why are you talking like that? He said, you cannot do what they do. If I tell you what they do, you will not be able to do. So go and do your classwork. And I knew what he was. He spoke in parable. But I understood what he was saying. He said what he meant was you cannot be given money for you to give expo to the children. So, and that made me not to go for that supervision. It was a supervision, an external arrangement. So I desisted because I told him in his presence, in fact, I'm not going. Thank you so much for giving me this pre-information. So what I'm trying to say in essence is about Mahmoud Yakubu. Even if the executive has appointed you into a position, you know, to do something that is not good, you have every right to tell that person, I am not going to do it. And you can as well, this is democracy, you can as well come public and say, this person is asking me if you are not evil yourself. But once you are unrighteous and an unrighteous something is presented to you, you will receive it with both hands. Is that not true? It is just as simple. So we are saying that we should be on the part of justice and equity, like the Bible says. Coming to our judiciary, I don't like what I hear about our judiciary. The kind of fear they are putting in the hearts of the citizenry. I don't know. Now I'm beginning to see why my parents, my mother particularly, told me, Anthony, I don't want you to study law. When I was a little girl, I told her, Mom, I want to study law. She said, you are not going to study law. That was when I was little. I didn't understand that. You want to study law because they tell lies. Lawyers, they tell lies. And when they die, they put their face, you know, on the surface. Instead of their face facing like this, they will put them. That's how they bury them. And that was how my mother discouraged me from studying law. I became a teacher. So what am I saying in it? It's a shame, a very big shame, that we have about 5 judges sitting in the tribunal and people are afraid. 200 million Nigerians are afraid that justice will. I keep on reminding them that we chant this national anthem. Please, can somebody remind me? Peace and justice shall reign. We have it in our national anthem, and we are looking forward to see them do that. Thank you so much for giving me this great opportunity to speak. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, in queue, did you say Anwale, thank you so much for your submission, but I have a question in turn for you. Okay. And I want to, you said your boss said to you, don't go because you will not do what they will do. So why didn't you set yourself apart? Why didn't you still come and not receive bribery to do those things? Why didn't you? So that I would have been a lot happier if you had said to me, I came for that external invigilation and I was offered money and I turned it down. Because that way you are setting a precedent. That way you are saying to your children, you're saying to your colleagues, you're saying to those coming behind you that we can set a precedent. That's why I gave the analogy, the example of the INEC, I forget now, Mrs. Oti, Professor Oti,
yeah,
who refused totally. So you see why she's being celebrated. Yeah. Because despite all odds that were against her, she set a precedent. And so when the next elections come, you will see that it will not just be one person that will say no. There will be more Nigerians who will stand up and say no. So it was a missed opportunity when you didn't go for that invigilation. It was a missed opportunity for you to do something right. So it's time for Nigerians to hit take those bold steps to say, okay, fine, that's what you're doing. I will not do that.
Okay.
I just thought to
All
put
right.
that out.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Christian Udube, and I will first of all appreciate this gathering. Actually, by the nature of proper presentation and things discussed here, I actually expected that this auditorium should have contained the people that will be part of it. But it does not really matter. The good thing is that the word has gone out. But I want to challenge us that this is not just room talk. It has to have roadshow, market, women, everybody must hear this, because you see, you got to get people in government on foot for illegalities to stop.
Yeah.
We also pressure them into illegality, because once somebody takes a position, before you know it, people go and be frustrating, putting pressure on them, and they have to steal to meet up this pressure. So we have a responsibility. Our responsibility is to speak out. Nigeria must be better, and Nigeria will be better. Yes. I believe it, and I want you to believe it. And let this go to your area, go to your church, go to your community, every gathering. CopDem should be a national program, not just a small one. It's a national program, and we will enroll more people into it, so that the change we're expecting, I see it coming. It will come by God's grace. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There's a question here. There's a question, right? Please, can we make it brief? Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Priska, aka First Lady. Please, my question is this. Yesterday, Nigerian Labour Congress started with a peaceful protest. So my question now is this: if at the end of the day, now they have started, it's like they feel everything is boiling down just so fast. In fact, I'm not happy about it, because I was thinking that once they have started, no going back. But what if at the end of the day, all the whole agitations and everything falls into their ear? What happens? What's the next line of action? Is it everybody will just go home and sit and be groaning and whining in pains, while all things are just, turning against us, the promises? So what's the next line of action? What happens at the end of the day if nothing is being done? That's my question here, because I'm so worried. I was supposed to travel by now because my mom is sick, but I can't just go because of the high cost of the transportation. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry about your mom, and that's a very, very important question. It's a very pertinent question. But the thing is, the truth is, what happens next lies with us. It lies with me and you. And that's just the truth. So if we all decide, maybe we haven't felt enough pain to come out some more. Maybe we still have something saved up in our accounts. Maybe we were able, because there was an announcement, we were able to stock up on rice. We were able to stock up on beans and some crayfish. We were able to stock up on the dawa. We were able to stock up on manja. So we have those small ingredients. We have maigi. So we were able to stock up, and so we feel we just have that enough. So the only way that we can ever know is by how Nigerians, because we're the ones that put them in office. It's not the other way around. So it's maybe to have to come to a place where Nigerians will have to now say, we still want to go out. You understand? And I wish your mom a very safe recovery. The onus is on us. It is our responsibility. I think this gentleman over there, I didn't quite get his name. He said it shouldn't end within these four walls. He talked about the marketplaces. He talked about even the student unions. Even when we sit amongst our friends and families, these are the conversations that we should be having. But the thing with Nigeria is that we are gradualists. I've said this before. Nigerians, we don't really like to rock the boat. We are, for lack of a better phrase, anywhere belle face. You understand? So we don't want trouble, we don't like trouble, and we want to live, because Nigerians, we enjoy our lives. We want to live. So we would rather look for a way to make it funny and turn it to a social media meme. I think that just helps us reduce the level of stress. But a time will come where if the government doesn't listen to the yearnings of the people, things might change. And that's why we have groups like CopDem trying to say, let it not get to the point where people become unruly or people take to the streets and take the laws into their own hand. And that's why the first speaker spoke about the rule of law. So it's the responsibility is a two-pronged knife. It's a two-pronged situation. That means the government has their own responsibility as well as we the citizens. So if we're not happy about something, how do we intend to go about making our grievances and our displeasure known? That's very important.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. After the speaker, we have two other persons. For 60 seconds, please.
Good afternoon. My name is Pedro Azogo. I'm a legal practitioner. I got information about this program in a platform that I belong to. I just out of curiosity, I let me come and find out exactly what's happening. On a more serious note, I appreciate what I came here and observed, particularly the first two speakers. The level of articulation that were exhibited is something mind-boggling, and I want to keep it up. I belong to Civil Liberty Organization, CLO. Of course, as a matter of fact, we are the people who are in the trenches that fought the military. One of the reasons or the factors that led us to this place or this level of degeneration is the fact that in 1999, when the first set of politicians came up, majority of our best police stayed back because they weren't sure of what the military wanted to do. And that gave room for all manners of persons, particularly people of fraudulent characters, and of course, drug pushers. We know them. They took the center stage, and then at the end of the day, they have to get themselves entrenched in the political sitting, and before long, it was not easy to push them out. And secondly, I discovered that the first president was planted on that seat. So he had no mind of his own to push for constitutional reform. That is why every single thing we do, as far as this constitution is still there, it cannot work. It cannot be possible. Because in law, there is this phrase that says, you can't do something and nothing on something and expect it to stand. So those are the reasons. And I'm so happy and excited that yesterday the Labour Union took such a bold step to challenge the government in power. It hasn't happened for some time, and I'm happy about it. So mine is just commendation, and I will avail my services to this organization when commanded. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. You have a question? 1 minute. After you.
My name is Veteran Michael Eneware. First of all, I want to thank the organizers of this association. I want to thank you, and God bless you. As a person, I hate injustice. I hate insincerity. Anything bad, I hate. I have served this country as a veteran. We have a group known as Veterans Support for Mr. Obi.
when I heard about this, I was dedicated to come here to hear, to listen to everything, first to give the feedback. I don't like talking much. I like action. Now, my question I want to ask, what is the strategy for this protest nationwide? Because we need to carry out effective action to make this thing work. Because those that the few percent of the people running Nigeria hostage, putting us in this situation, we will not take it with a soft hand. We have to do something drastic for them to actually get to know, for them to realize and make what is right for them to do for Nigeria to be better. Now, I also want to ask my next question. Finance is very important in everything we do. I don't know the source of how you're going to push that. Because even though somebody is giving you just a service, there's something to prepare at the group. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. I think the last person to ask then will answer and go. Thank you.
Everybody.
Is it only one woman that has any, okay, is it only 2 women that have any contribution or anything to say? It would be good to have more women participate, please. Okay, so yes, please, yes, I'd like to hear from her. Thank you. When after him. Thank you, sir.
My name is Opema Tisani. I want to appreciate the organizers for this conference. First and foremost, thank the person that invited me here. I have come with more people from my ward, and it was so impromptu to me. Thank you very much. I have missed if I were not here. First and foremost, I want to react to Madam's topic when we're coming in about women's population in this country and the level of participation in the governance. I want to assure you that yes, I will live to see a woman at the helm of affairs of this country. On that basis, I want to advise our women, my mothers, my sisters, my wives, please cooperate and speak in one voice. The problem we have here is that a time the woman came out to participate in the presidential election, only she voted for herself. It was wonderful. I've been a retired civil servant. I've served this country for 35 years, and I've worked in several organizations. I see a woman that yes, that cooperation is not really there. Please continue to cooperate with us, so that you will be with us. And somebody reacted to what happened in J Republic in the radio program today, Liberty Radio. And for the first time, I called and told the convener, if I were a military man, I would have done what they did in the J Republic. Because Nigerians, our leaders are insensitive to the ends of the public. 90% of Nigerians are suffering, and the few people are there doing these things, representing us without caring. If I were a military man, I would have done what happened in the J Republic. Thank you. I would like to be a part of this organization, if I'm allowed. I'm a free man, I'm a retired person, I can come at any time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Come on.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am very much happy to find myself in your group. I am somebody that I have counted myself as nobody. So even when I came here, I was so much impressed. I said, God, for life, for me to even be a witness, to even see those people that I'm seeing in television, I can see them physically like this one-on-one. I just want to appreciate God on your behalf. The good Lord Lord, who have given you the wisdom to set up this organization, God will back you up in Jesus' name. God will back you up. See, you are giving me hope now. At least when I go out there, I'll be able to tell people, friends, and even my neighbors, come and see. In fact, they will see you on television and they will say, wow, how did it happen? I see there is hope for those that are privileged. Those that are less privileged, there is still hope. And I pray that God, with this organization, will continue to back you up in Jesus' name. I'm very much happy.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I greet everybody's house. I will be very brief. My name is Morgan Ege Akwea. I'm a Benin man. I will appreciate all of you. Those of you, most especially, that have organized this project. God will bless you. As you go back, God will bless you. If you look at me here before you, what is in my mind now is above fear. If I should start talking now, all of you will sleep here. And I am here, I am measuring like this on my mother's home. The problem of this country today, we have been living in the government of anarchy. Those of you that read political science, you should understand what I mean. You see, I'm one of the political officers from Gogalama, that is in Abita's house. I'm also one of the officers in FCP Campaign Council. I've worked for Labour Party. And Labour Party today, I will continue to pray that anywhere, any day, any time, we must get our mandate back. Amen. I will continue to pray that all of you that will think twice about the poor, guys, I'm going to bless you and your children will never lack. You need the problem we have today in the country. So I can see you. You are somebody who is very, very flexible. My therapist tattoo, all of you are the high table. I can recognize you. Those people that are around me here, they know me. Anything I talk will always come to pass. And I'm telling you not to be gossip through that Labour Party must get his mandate back. The problem we have today, a lot of you now say, amen, yeah. You clap. That we should bring women in. I know very okay. My sister was a minister some time ago. Some of these women, there are two, I don't know the adjective to use to qualify them. I'm very sorry, madam. What you never think that the woman can do, they can do more than we that are men. A woman right now, she is there now messing up. After something here and there. We know ourselves. No matter what anything that happens, I'm taking this message via you to her direct. I wouldn't mention now, but if you want me to mention, I will mention. Because I fight for injustice right from my village. I fight for injustice anywhere I live, even in governor in my community. But I'm telling you, please, I'm very sorry to take your time. It is not very annoying. Look at all children with children. Helplessness. To eat food. You can imagine Gary Masara that we were buying recently of recent time 350 naira. Now it's now 100 naira. And it's going to work around time now. And you people are not talking. Gary, Kwaki, ordinary Gary in Benue. We don't eat Gary. We can only put inside water and drink. But now my children, before their mother will prepare Gary, nobody will look at it. But now, as she's preparing that,
vote. I remember 50 years ago, we were enjoying. But that time, people never knew we were enjoying. Look at 80s, look at 70s, look at 60-something. Was Nigeria like this? But today we're suffering everywhere. If you go to your next door neighbor now, and say, please, madam, I want to go to somewhere. Oga, please, I want to go to somewhere. What do you do now? The only answer they will give you, somebody came yesterday, and the person approached me, and I gave him or her the money. You cannot see that money again until you go to the channel. Is that how it's supposed to be? My brother, God bless you, my dear sister. All of you, God bless you. So organizing this program, because there is no way. Everybody has his own right in this country. Whether you like it or not, if I see any political officer, the chairman, any party belongs to, I don't know. I'm telling nothing but the gospel to you. Look at my brother here, he's retiring from another prison. He knows how you tell people and ways to make sure Labour Party will eventually everywhere. And I look at it, please, let's keep this up. I love that election, we are here for a purpose, and that purpose must be achieved. This is my dear sister here. She said something, and when I wanted to challenge her, you were supposed to stand before your principal and tell him nothing but the lesson to you. But you get quiet. I will never keep Abba for anything that is not right. I will continue to fight injustice anywhere, any day, any time. And that is great for you. And let me hear that from you. So thank you very much. God bless you.
Transaction is processing. Thank you very much. CopDem! Thank you very much.
Thank you all for the beautiful questions and suggestions and contributions that came from the participants here. Now, I think the first thing is my sister here has a condition which actually we all need to sympathize with her. Yeah, may God grant your mama good health and every other person that has a sick person here. The process for us, one of the reasons why we set up CopDem is actually to start something to get involved. And then there are limitations to what anybody can do in a democratic dispensation. First, you have to feel the pain, then say it. You understand? Without maybe having that voice to say, without taking that agency to talk, is something else. Now we have done that. We have created that platform for us to maybe, let me just say, air our own voices. That's what we can do first. So if the voice didn't work or didn't reach the right corners, then you take to the streets, protest, which is still within your constitutional rights to a lawful and peaceful assembly. Now, that's what's part of what Labour is doing. And then the next level will be for them to take the Labour step, which is nationwide industrial action, okay, which will involve everybody shutting down the government at the level of what? Civil servants and other organized private sector. You know, so these are some of the democratic steps for us to right these wrongs. And I assure you that by the time that it gets to that level, they will listen because they know the next thing is the government will likely fail when they will not listen to that level of their own, you know, those in government, that's the civil servant and maybe the general, you know, public. That's one. Or let me just say that's three even. Now, lastly, even if we still have, the beauty of democracy is that the next election season will soon be here. So what it means is that if maybe we had voted along certain lines that have brought us into this mess, then it means we have to recalibrate, reconsider what to look for in candidates we will support. And that's what part of what CopDem is doing. We are non-partisan, meaning we are not here for Labour Party or anybody. What we are saying is that let justice be done. Let whoever deserves justice get it. Let justice be done and be seen to be done. That's what we are saying. So, and then for the veteran here, I think part of what we have as the next action plan for us at this level, that even with this program here, we are supposed to take, because of the maybe low numbers, we may not likely make the right impact. We are supposed to proceed to the National Assembly as well, but we understand that they are on recession or break, what they call it technically. Okay, so that's why maybe the second part of this program will not hold, and we will continue to do that to tell the world and all the democratic institutions that things are not right, and we want them to get things right, to do the right thing. And the first place where we expect we will get that thing done is the judiciary. Since when someone is offended, he doesn't take the law into his hands. That's rule of law. You go to court. But when you go to court, what we expect is that there should be justice.
Yeah.
Without justice, that's when we have anarchy. So no one will tell us that it's when justice is done that there will be anarchy. That's a kind of perversion. That's on that level. Then the next one, which is the issue of funding, is that we found ourselves. We contribute to all this. No government allocation for this program. We contributed money to make sure this thing takes place. Some of us, for me, I came down all the way from Gombe just for this program. And the same thing with all other attendants here. My brother here, all the way from Uyo, right? Yes, so you can see how people can commit their own time, energy, and resources. And we all have, like we all here, have a lot to do, but we feel we should find time and roll our minds. And then we air these things out through the media for them to project it to the world and tell them that there are precious Nigerians on ground who are seeing what is going on and are not party to it, and therefore have decried it with the loudest voice through the media. And that's why we have the media here. So I hope I have maybe touched on your questions. Then for the contribution from my brother, now what we are saying for us, why we take this position in CopDem, is to say that, like you did, whoever, wherever that does anything that is wrong or anti-or counter to the principles of democracy, we will call that person by name and we will address him. That's why we're here. And that is why part of the communique we have released today elect virtually the executive, the legislature, and now we are looking for the judiciary for them to also indict them, because we feel at this very point in time they are in the position to actually put things right, to give life to our democracy again. In the event of them failing, then we also join them up, and as it is today in Nigeria, we have seen executive abuses that has brought suffering onto ordinary Nigerians, and then we've seen of concern from our legislators who are only asking for the increase of their own salaries, not minding the plight of ordinary Nigerians on the street. And then we say that our judiciary has also bastardized its mandate by being party to the overruling injustice, prevailing undemocratic practices that we are seeing. And that's why our first and the most important thing for us in this session is to say that let the judiciary breathe. No one has said this, but we say it in CopDem that let the judiciary breathe. It's because it's when they breathe that we can have more oxygen around for us to breathe, and that's justice. So I think we have virtually answered all the questions. I don't know, maybe some other people, if you feel you want to say in your language, fine, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, if you maybe are not comfortable with English, you can go ahead and ask your question. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful segment. I want to say thank you everybody for coming. Thanks for your time. Thank you. Like the other comrade said here, as we are going back to our neighborhood, let's go with what the message. We are not just going to sit on it. We are going to be preaching CopDem. Let the judiciary break. And Nigeria will, work again as we want it. Because Nigeria is for me and you. You understand? Thank you very much. So we are going to be having our
CopDem, Coalition for the Protection of Democracy. We are
Go ahead.
of providing solutions to the overwhelming problems and challenges faced by our dear country, Nigeria. At the heart of our mission lies the advocacy for equal rights and justice, amplifying the voices of the marginalized and steadfastly supporting Nigerian democracy.
Before the presidential elections, individuals supporting other political parties were targeted and attacked by affiliated thugs while participating in campaign activities. Businesses owned by individuals from a specific region were set. Thank you. Please, let's give a round of applause right there for our panelists. They've been awesome, they've been amazing. Wow. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you so much, Dad. We're very, very grateful. Thank you for honoring our invitation. And for our wonderful people, yes, the people who love the rule of law, the people who want justice to be served, the people who want peace to reign in our dear country. Because I tell you, there's no better place than Nigeria. Yes, I tell you that. Nigeria is our home, and we're not going anywhere. However, what we keep saying is what? Justice must be served. We are saying what? No. To intimidation, and we're saying no. We're saying no to any form of intimidation, but we're saying yes to what?
Justice.
To justice. Thank you. Yes to justice.
Yeah.
All eyes on the judiciary, is it not?
Yeah.
And that will happen. Yes or yes?
Yeah.
Yes or yes?
Yeah.
It has to happen. Yeah. We are the people, and we have the, when we talk of power, we have the power. Is it not?
Yeah.
It does not, if you don't have people anywhere, can an empty space be ruled? No. So we have the power. And as such, our voices must be heard. Do not be intimidated. And we must, whenever we call you out to come out for such, press conference, please do come out. Okay? So thank you so much. It's been an amazing time with you. Yes, despite all that you're doing, you have to leave, the businesses and everywhere, and you came here. Thank you so much. You're going to go home safely. God bless you. Thank you. Okay, so let's rise. Let's rise for... All right, so before we close, kindly come up. Yeah, so the call was on the Executive Council of CopDem FCT chapter. Please come up. And by the way, we are here to serve. And if you want to join us, don't go away. We're going to get your contact details. If you like to join CopDem, let me see your hand up. If you want to join CopDem, let me see your hand up. Yeah. Oh yeah, so please don't go. We're going to take your details. Okay? But for now, all executive council, please come up. Come up quickly. Thank you. Let us rise for the national anthem, please. Yeah.